In life, every problem holds within it the seeds of its own solution. It's a common tendency for many to passively wait for difficulties to resolve themselves, hoping for a stroke of luck or for time to heal all wounds. However, this approach often leads to prolonged suffering and missed opportunities for growth. While some challenges may indeed fade with time, it's far more effective to confront them with courage and determination. Proactive problem solving involves facing issues head-on, analyzing them thoroughly, and taking deliberate steps to overcome them. This approach not only resolves the immediate problem but also fosters personal development and resilience. Waiting for a miracle may offer temporary relief, but it rarely leads to lasting solutions. By embracing challenges and actively seeking resolutions, we empower ourselves to navigate life's ups and downs with confidence and grace. So, rather than waiting passively for good fortune, let's seize control of our destiny and tackle problems with resilience and determination. Long back in a Western country, there was a king by the name George. He was always worried about something. He was worried not because his kingdom was under threat, nor there was any mutiny within. He was worried because Queen Helen's birthday was approaching fast. He was a king though, his personal life was not a happy one. He was a good king, people loved him, he truly cared for their well-being, framed many people-oriented policies so that everyone is happy in their life. But, in family life there was a note of unhappiness. He wanted to see her happy and all smiles. He wanted to gift her something that will take her sorrows away at least for one day. Happiness isn't a commodity we can hand over to others like a product off a shelf. It's a deeply personal state that stems from within. While we can't directly manufacture happiness for others, we can create environments and show kindness that supports their well-being. Yet, before we can positively influence others' happiness, we must cultivate our own contentment and fulfillment. Happiness isn't a one-time gift, it's a journey we all embark on individually, shaped by our experiences, values, and actions. So, one day called his ministers and officers to be present in the court. King asked everyone who were present how he could make his queen happy. What can he gift so that the queen will become happy? He asked for the suggestions from them. Many people said what they thought is right. But King was not satisfied with their suggestions. One day evening King was going on his chariot in the city. On the way he saw a beautiful idol, it appeared to be alive. He was fascinated by its look. King became happy. He immediately met the sculptor and heartily appreciated his art. King said, "You have a great talent, your idols appear to be alive, and there is such radiance in their eyes. I am very much delighted. I would like to have all your creations in my court. You take up a chair and become member of my court." Listening to the king's words, Sculptor became very happy. He felt as if he has found a hidden treasure. But this feeling was short-lived. Again the king continued, "Before that you have to make one beautiful idol for my queen. By seeing that idol, she should forget all her sorrows and be happy. In case you fail to meet the requirement, you will be severely punished." Hearing this condition, the sculptor became nervous. The momentary happiness has turned into sorrow of his life. The sweat appeared on his forehead. How can he refuse to King's order? He bowed to the king and said, he will do his best. King was pleased with him, and he returned to his palace. Now, the life of the sculptor became miserable. Suddenly the life has taken a wrong turn. There was no way to come out of this situation. All these years he was happy with his work, with his family. But the condition of the king turned his life into misery. He could not concentrate on his work. Now, whatever idol he made, they all reflected sorrow in their face. He began to work on an idol for the queen. No matter what he did, they all appeared to be unhappy within. None of them were joyous to look and lively as before. He made many idols, but none of them satisfied him. They appeared to be unhappy and tensed, because now Sculptor put his all sorrow and tension in the work, which reflected in the idols. King had given him a week time, of which he has simply wasted 4 days without any fruitful results. Now only 3 days were remaining to meet the deadline. Just thinking about this, he had lost his weight. He suddenly became weak. He was unable to hold the hammer and chisel and carve the stone into a beautiful idol. He could not lift them. His hands were shaking. The only vision he was getting was, the king is declaring rigorous punishment. He was worried about his family, after him, who will take care of them. Thinking for a long time, he decided to escape with his family from the place and go far away to some other kingdom. He decided to leave the place that night. He told his plan to his wife and children and prepared them for the inevitable. When he was about to make his move, he saw that his house was guarded by the soldiers. Seeing the soldiers at his door, he got agitated. He didn't know what to do. If he tries to escape, and caught by the soldiers, King will order capital punishment to entire family. He suddenly became helpless and weak. He sat down and started to cry. He said to his wife, "Now onwards you take care of the children. My time is limited. I am unable to make one beautiful idol for the queen and save the family. For the king will punish me." Saying this, he again started to cry. Next day a saint came to his door asking for alms. Sculptor came out and gave alms to the saintly person. Saint could see that Sculptor's face was reflecting fear and sorrow. His eyes were red for crying out all night. Saintly person said, "Son, trouble and sorrow are part of our life. They just keep coming one after another, whether you like it or not. But there is always solution to these problems. Unfortunately, none of us look for the solution. Instead, we only see the problems. If you keenly look at them, there is a solution for every problem. I very well know that along with your family, you wanted to escape, but you couldn't." When Sculptor heard Saint's words, he fell at his feet and asked what he should do. "The king has ordered me to make one idol that makes the queen happy. If he fails to meet his requirement, he will severely punish me. If that happens, what will happen to my family? Who will take care of them?" To his saint said, "Son, by closing your eyes to situation will not solve the problem. It will just remain there as it is. It will multiply your misery. But if you concentrate on the work, you will find the solution to it. By closing eyes, the problem will never be solved on its own." Saying this, Saint said something in the ears of Sculptor's ears and went on his way. Now Sculptor was light-hearted. He went to King's court. Looking at him, King was happy and said, "I think you have completed the work within the time frame. Where is the idol? I am very much eager to see it." Sculptor said, "Oh, King, I have not made the idol so far. But I will definitely make one. But before that I need to meet the queen, otherwise I will not be able to do the justice to my work." King heard the sculptor earnestly, and he took him to the queen. The sculptor asked the queen, "Your Highness, what is the greatest sorrow in the life of a woman?" To this queen said, "To be human is the greatest sorrow in the life of any woman." Now Sculptor asked again, "Your Highness, please tell me what is the greatest happiness in the life of a woman?" To this question queen immediately said, "For any woman, her husband and her children staying close to her is happiest moment of her life." After this, Sculptor thanked her and took leave of king and queen. All day and night he worked on making that one dream idol that will make queen happy and save him and his family. 3 days passed. On the day of queen's birthday he took his artwork and reached the palace. King was much worried about the idol carved by the sculptor. Will this make the queen happy and forget her sorrows at least for that day? Again, on the other hand, he had complete faith in the work of Sculptor, for he had already seen his work. The idol was covered by a soft cloth. Looking at the queen, King said, "My queen, this is my birthday gift for you. Please accept it." Queen removed the cloth covering the idol. On seeing artwork, tears appeared in her eyes. Seeing this, king thought queen didn't like the gift. He got angry and ordered his soldiers to arrest the sculptor. At that moment, queen said, "Stop, the sculptor has made my sorrow and happiness in this one idol. He has so beautifully expressed my feelings in this one idol. Here my husband is with me. And in my hands I have my child. I have never seen such a beautiful idol in my life. This is marvelous work. There can never be a better gift than this to me. Wish this dream comes true in my life. My husband stays close to me and I have my children with me." Hearing the queen's words and looking at the idol, king understood his fault. He felt sad for his mistake. Till now he was totally engrossed in administration work, taking care of the people and kingdom. He never gave attention to queen and her wants. Realizing the truth, king had tears in his eyes too. Everyone in the court was astounded by this artwork. King released the sculptor and gave him numerous gifts. He asked the sculptor to be part of his court. But sculptor accepted the gifts, but didn't take place in his court. He said, "Oh, king, while you ordered me to make this one idol, you said, if I fail in this work I will be punished. It's my earnest request, whoever amongst us, whether it is me, others, king or queen, to everyone his or her life is dear to him. Hence, without any reason no one should be punished. My wife had said, friendship and enmity with king, both are not good. Hence, I don't want any place in your esteemed court. I am happy in my small world, with my family and doing the work I like most." Thus saying, he left the court. Life is filled with unexpected challenges that serve as opportunities for growth and learning. However, it's common for people to focus solely on the negative aspects of problems, overlooking the potential for finding solutions within them. Reacting with anger and frustration often clouds our judgment and hinders our ability to think clearly and find effective solutions. Instead of succumbing to anger and despair, it's essential to approach problems with patience, resilience, and a willingness to explore different avenues for resolution. Rather than waiting for a miraculous intervention, it's far more productive to actively engage with the issue, seeking out solutions through persistent effort and creative problem solving. Repeatedly reacting with anger and frustration without learning from past experiences only perpetuates the cycle of suffering. By cultivating patience, perseverance, and a positive mindset, we can navigate life's challenges with greater ease and emerge stronger and more confident in our ability to overcome obstacles. Every problem presents an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. By facing challenges head-on, remaining resilient in the face of adversity, and actively seeking solutions, we not only resolve the immediate issue but also cultivate greater confidence and self-reliance for the future. So, instead of waiting for circumstances to change, let's take proactive steps to confront challenges, find solutions, and emerge victorious.